Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
Trey, sad news. When In-N-Out Burger says it will close its first location in its 75-year history due to a wave of crime and break-ins and property damage and theft and just the robberies affecting both the customers and the employees alike at a restaurant in Oakland, California. Now, Oakland was never known as a bougie community, but still, when you can't support an In-N-Out Burger because of too much crime, it really does sort of change a lot of the narrative. It was in a busy area near the airport. Again, no airport has generally got the best traffic, but again, they've taken so many steps. And I think one of the things that it reminds us of with all the issues with crime as to whether or not people feel safe or not. And again, it gets amplified way too much in the political arena. However, at what point do you argue that it's not too much when the restaurant has to basically fold and go under? And that's what's hurt so many businesses across the country today with where things have changed. So one, I love a good In-N-Out Burger, and two, I'm sad to see any of them go. But three, when you don't feel safe, when the restaurant doesn't feel safe enough to protect its own employees and customers, that's a tough sell. So what are your thoughts on crime? You like crime, I understand.
Yeah, I fully support it.
So, with cheese and fries. Yeah.
Exactly. Animal style, please. For those that know the secret menu of In-N-Out. But the government officials, they cannot blame In-N-Out for this one, because often they'll blame the business for closing. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you should have better management or better branding, better sales. No, In-N-Out has cult-like loyalty. And I know, I myself included, people will go to great lengths to go to In-N-Out, to inconvenience themselves in many ways. So this is absolutely on the city of Oakland and the lack of law enforcement because, and this is more the psychological principle here, safety is king. In this case, it's physical safety, but from a branding perspective, a lot of times it's emotional safety. People want brands that make them feel a certain way, and safe is one of those things. So In-N-Out, from a branding perspective, makes people feel safe, like they're part of a family. But if they can't have a physical environment around them that makes people feel physically safe enough to come enjoy something that they are obsessed with, yeah, you got a big problem in Oakland and maybe even other cities. But the first restaurant they've ever had to close, that is not on them.
Yeah, this would be very understandable if it was, say, a Nordstrom or an Apple store doesn't work, near the airport. Right. But it's not. It's a fast food restaurant. I mean, what's next? Taco Bell? I mean, it's crazy. This is not a marketing problem because to your point, they have great loyalty. Their burgers taste good for a fast food burger. Their burgers are exceptional compared to some of their competition, but it's really on a community to keep the environment to where people feel safe, whether the numbers argue it or not. This is one of the things where you look at the data. And this is the data where they have to close because they can't even make enough money to keep their doors open and keep customers and employees safe.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.